The streets of Paris once again became a stage for defiance as hundreds of protesters filled the boulevards, waving French flags and chanting the words that have become a rallying cry of frustration. Macron out! Flames from red flares painted the skyline in a fiery haze as anger over President Emmanuel Macron's leadership reached a boiling point. This latest wave of protests was led by Florian Philippot, the outspoken leader of Les Patriotes, a populist movement calling for France to reclaim its sovereignty through what some are calling the new Frexit moment. The protesters' message was clear and bold, printed on banners that read impeachment and echoed in chants that grew louder with every step through the heart of the capital. The spark that reignited the fury was the resignation and almost immediate reappointment of Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu, Macron's fifth prime minister in just 2 years. The move stunned both allies and critics. Many saw it as a sign of political desperation and a symbol of a presidency struggling to hold its government together. Opposition leaders from across the political spectrum accused Macron of manipulating the system to cling to power, while ordinary citizens expressed disbelief that France's leadership crisis had reached this point. For many French citizens, this is not just about politics. It's about identity, democracy, and a growing fear that their voices no longer matter. The reappointment of Lecornu has come to represent what protesters describe as a closed circle of elites who keep power among themselves, while the public faces rising living costs, declining trust, and deep divisions over France's role in the European Union. The term Frexit, once considered fringe, is now being shouted in the streets with a conviction not seen since the Yellow Vest movement first shook the Macron administration years ago. Florian Philippot and other nationalist figures are seizing on the moment, framing Macron's leadership as a betrayal of French sovereignty. They argue that France has become too dependent on Brussels and too detached from the needs of its citizens. The chants for Frexit are not just about leaving the European Union, they are about reclaiming control, pride, and a sense of destiny. Whether this movement has the strength to reshape French politics remains uncertain, but the passion behind it is undeniable.